Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my kitchen. I am not your PA. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and please watch my videos. So today is going to be a very special day because, as you guys know, Valentine's Day is coming. I've got a bit of a heart happening here. So it's all coming together nicely. So what have you guys planned for Valentine's Day? Do you have a special restaurant that you go to? Have you organized something for your loved ones? Have you did your gifts? Have you paid off that piece of jewelry that you put on lay-by? Not judging, but you know what I mean? Yeah, so for those who are going out and having a good time, please enjoy, guys. And for those who are staying at home and just having a quiet night with their partners and loved ones or family or whatever it is that you celebrate during Valentine's Day, I've got a very special recipe for you, and this is something really delicious, something luscious, and something really nice that you can share with your loved ones. So I've got a triple layer chocolate mousse. This recipe has come from Fresh Magazine. This is an old issue, but I'm gonna send the link on the information box down below if you guys are interested. So it's got dark white and milk chocolate layer topped with lots of berries. So it's very sexy, very sort of luscious dessert that you can guys share on your Valentine's Day. So let's have fun. We need to start with our dark layer of chocolate first. So I've got my dark chocolates here. The recipe will be asking you to do a double boiler, which basically a pot of boiling water and a bowl sitting on top of it to melt your chocolate. We actually don't have time for that, so what we're going to do is we're going to be using a microwave. So for those who don't really want to use the microwave, you're more than welcome to actually do the double boiler method, but it works just as well. So I've got my dark chocolate here, which we're going to put in our microwave. This will take probably, so to do this, you do it probably 20 seconds at a time. You don't want to burn your chocolate, so, and give it a stir in between. So let's do that. Okay guys, now that our dark chocolate has been melted, it took a minute and a half for me to totally melt the dark chocolate. I have to do it 30 seconds at a time, and I gave it a good mix in between just to make sure I don't burn my chocolate. It's all nice and smooth. And as I said, you can always use your double boiler method if you prefer not to use your microwave. So let's just put that on the side. And then the next step would be warming our milk to make our gelatin mixture. So I've got our milk here. So we're going to put this in the microwave at least for a minute and a half, I think. And then we'll put our gelatin powder in here. So let's do that. But that took at least 30 seconds, not more than 30 seconds, otherwise you're going to burn your milk. So give it a good stir just to cool it down a little bit, and then we're going to go and add our gelatin mixture. Make sure you mix this really well, otherwise you're going to end up with clumps of gelatin powder. So what I might do, I might strain this one just to make sure I don't end up with lumps of gelatin powder into my milk. So I can see some lumps here, and let it cool down for a bit. While we are waiting for our milk mixture to cool down a little bit, we're going to go ahead and whip our cream. This is quite a simple recipe. You actually don't really need much. You just need to prepare all your ingredients together, and voila. If you're time poor and you don't really have time to make something really complicated, this is a very good recipe to follow. Okay, so what we're going to do next is mix our milk and dark chocolate together. Make sure you mix it really well. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to be doing the same process with our white chocolate and our milk chocolate as well. Okay, so now that our chocolate and milk and gelatin have been mixed together, we're gonna mix it all. We're gonna fold it into our whipped cream. So I'm gonna start off with a bit of with a dollop of that dark chocolate, and stir it into our whipped cream. Just like that. And then finish it off with the rest of our dark chocolate mixture. I should have used a bigger bowl, but you know, we're here now. Can't do much about it. So try not to overmix this one. You don't want to deflate your mousse. So just a good folding technique, like so, until you can't see any white cream anymore. And that should be it. What I've got here is a loaf tin which I have lined with a bit of cling wrap, so that will make it easier for us to actually remove our mousse later on when it's all set. So I'm going to put our first layer into our tin. So what you actually do is you let it rest for at least an hour or longer if you have time, to allow that gelatin to set before you actually put your second layer. Because if you don't do that, you're going to end up with a bit of a marbled mousse, which is okay, but you know, that's not what we're aiming for today. So layering it off into our mold using my ever favorite offset spatula, which is like that. Making sure it's nice and even. It's all nice and even now. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this in our fridge for at least an hour or longer if you have time, to let the gelatin set before we put our next layer. So it's been an hour, guys, since we put our first layer in the fridge. It's time to make our second layer, which is our white chocolate. Alright, so now that we have put our second layer on, we'll put this in the fridge for at least an hour to set, and then we'll make our third layer. Alright guys, it's time to put our third and final layer, which is our milk chocolate. So let's go. So we're just going to leave this in the fridge for another hour before we start tasting this one. So hi guys, this is our triple chocolate layer mousse. It looks really good. I'm not gonna lie, I mean the dark chocolate layer is not as dark as I expected it to be, but it doesn't look bad. So what I've done, I've topped it with a bit of raspberry sauce, which I bought from the store. You can go ahead and make your own raspberry coulis if you like. You can put white chocolate shavings if you feel like putting more chocolate on top of it. And I've got lots of berries here. I've got the raspberries, I've got some blackberries, I've got some strawberries as well, which are all in season, so you can go ahead and use those. And yeah, so we get to taste it as well. So you can actually see the dark, the white and the milk chocolate layer, and we'll see how it tastes like. It's very, very creamy. I'm not gonna lie, it's quite sweet, but the tanginess of the berries, it balances it out. So it's not too bad. It's pretty good. It's very decadent. Very, very decadent. Very luscious. It's yummy. So guys, why don't you try it? Make something delicious for Valentine's Day. If you're not going anywhere, might as well make one of these. Delicious. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Please like all my videos. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Mm.